Hello and welcome back to Jessi FIT Pilates, your home to get fit, toned, and flexible as we strengthen, stretch, and smile. If you're here, it's day 24 of my 28-day challenge, and we are just so close. We are doing a double booty band lower body workout today. It's definitely going to get a little bit intense at some times. I hope you've enjoyed the challenge so far, or maybe you're just here dropping in. Either way, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you head over to the blog to see all the details about the challenge. I've had so much fun with you, and I'm so proud of you for making it this far, and I'm elated that you decided to join me today and every day. So let's start with one band around our thighs. Right, I'm going to step into the band and I'm going to place it above my knees, and then I'm going to take the other band around my wrists, and I'm going to just open my feet a little bit. I'm using, I think, light bands. You can always play around with the resistance of your bands, and I'm just going to take my shoulders up and down a few times, and then forward and back a few times. And then my heels, I'm going to just raise them up and down a few times, really drawing my abs in and squeezing my thighs. A few more like that. Now I'm going to drop my heels down and take a squat down. Come up and raise my arms as I raise my knees. Again, lower my arms, squat, lift, raise, lower, lower, lift, lift. A few more like this. And then see if you can make it a little bit smooth. And I have just a little bit of tension on the band. Two more. One more time. Awesome. Now, I'm going to keep my arms up and squat and come up, right? You can always go back into the other one and then lift the heels and lift it up. And I'm going to open up my legs and my arms a little wider just to give a little more tension. I plant my heels down and I squat, lift, squat, lift, squat, lift, squat, lift. A few more, and hold it there. Let's go ahead and bring everything down. And now I'm going to bring my arms in front of my chest, come down into a squat, and I'm going to side step, center, side step, center, and open, release the band, open, release. So I'm staying in that squat, and there's tension on both bands. Open, in, open, in, open, in, open, in. Let's do 8 more. I'm really feeling my shoulders and my hips. And my spine is neutral. And I'm just gently stepping out. 4 more. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Bring it all the way down from me. You can roll all the way down. Shake your head yes. And then go ahead and shake it no. And then I'm going to roll all the way up. I'm actually going to grab a lighter band. I was just feeling a little crazy on my shoulders. You can play around with whatever tension that you want. And from here, we're going to go into a side lunge. Now, I'm going to start with this leg bending and then this leg stretching. So I'm going to step out into a much wider stance, and I'm going to keep my feet parallel today, and I'm going to lunge and come up. I'm actually going to step out a little wider. So play around with your position. So I'm just bending, stretching, bending, stretching, bending, stretching. Now I'm going to take my arms up and bend them back, and I'm gonna have tension on the bend. I'm gonna stretch as I come down, bend as I come up. Tricep and side lunge. Tricep, side lunge, 8 of these. Exhaling and inhale. My spine comes forward a bit on these. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm gonna hold down here for right now. Actually, and I'm gonna bring my same hand to the same leg, and I'm gonna shift most of my weight into that leg. And I'm gonna see if I can lift my leg and give it a little tap. And then from there, I'm gonna reach the arm out to the side and then tap down, out, in. And I'm gonna try to keep my chest lifted. I'll feel it in the back of my shoulder. Nice and easy, spine is long. Most of my weight is in my stabilizing leg. 8 more times. 8. That's it, keep the leg long. Keep the foot reaching out long. 4 more. My tush is reaching back, my abs are in tight. 3, 2, and then so can you hold little pulses out, 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 out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come over to the other side and lunge, lengthen. Lunge, lengthen. Bend one knee, stretch it. Come forward towards that knee, come up. Now the arms go up, we're gonna bend them, stretching those overhead triceps. So bend, really play with how wide you're reaching your wrists out. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's go for 6 more. Trying to keep my spine long. Really working that bending leg, really stretching the opposite leg. Really feel my heart rate going up on these. 2 more. 1 more. And then I'm gonna shift my weight into the leg that was just bending. I'm gonna really keep that weight really in that leg. And I'm gonna try to slide that foot in. Notice it came up to the toe first, and I'm gonna lift it and lower. Then I'm gonna add the arm out and in. Out and in, out and in. Chest stays lifted. Reach it, reach it, reach it. Last 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Right from there, go ahead and come down again. This time in a wide stance. Shake your head yes. And you can always hold here, shake your no. And then heel toe your feet on in for a second. And I'm gonna go I'm gonna keep the band pretty much where it is. Play with exactly where it is. And we're gonna go into a plie. So whereas all the work we were doing before, the spine was coming forwards for the squats and lunges, plie, our spine is gonna be super duper tall. So I'm gonna take my toes and turn them out, right? Your Pilates V position, not super, super wide. I'm gonna really squeeze underneath my butt, and I'm gonna plie down. The band gets a little funky here, so you probably won't be as wide out as you might be in a normal plie. And I'm gonna hold my band like this. A few more plies. Really keep the crown of your head right in my little ears. Keep your ears on the ceiling. Abs are in tight, right? Really, really deepening that hip socket. Knees stay over that midfoot, right? And then we can do some external shoulder rotations. We got 8 more here, right? These don't have to be super deep. And I'm really starting to feel that band now. And then just hold it there. Now, I'm gonna lift the heel, rotate it in, drop, lift, in, center, drop, lift, in, center, drop, right? And you can see the band is moving around on my leg, and lift, in, center. We'll do 8 more, lift, in, center, right? Just getting some internal rotation there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Bring it on up. Walk your feet on in, and right from there, let's actually leave it on your thighs. And I'm gonna bring this lighter band around my ankles. Or kind of around the ankle area. And I'm clearly laying on the mat. And I'm gonna stretch my spine super long, right? Neutral spine here, arms super long, open my chest. I'm gonna do some bridges. So first I'm gonna tuck up and roll all the way up. I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades together onto my spine, and then I'm gonna really articulate one vertebra at a time down. Release, come up, tuck. Lift, both sides are even on my spine. Pressing into all 10 of my toes equally, the big toes and the heels. Rolling down. And then one side really likes to kind of come down faster than the other, so I'm really kind of working on that. And then down. And then up. Now hold it up for a second and start to pulse your hips up, 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 up. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your hips up. I'm gonna walk my feet in just a little bit. That's gonna give you a little more leverage. And I'm gonna lift both of my heels, lower, lift, lower. Really squeezing my shoulders onto my back, right? So I have a nice base of support there. Really keeping my feet parallel right now. Give me 4, really feeling that in the back of my legs. Now hold it there. We're gonna rotate in and out, 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 in and out. Hold it up if you can. Pulse out with both legs, out, 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 out. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll your spine on down. Go ahead and take your knees into your chest. And I'm gonna stay with this nice flat back position. I'm gonna take my hands behind the knee of my neck. Elbows out nice and wide. I'm gonna curl my head up. You can always leave your head down. And I'm gonna reach my legs out into the band, both bands, and I'm gonna just stretch it out and bend in. Double leg stretch out and in and out, in, out, in. Really focusing on lower back, staying on the mat. You can have your legs a little higher to make it less intense, a little lower to make it more intense. And then hold, open, close, and stretch, open, close, and stretch, open, close, and keep those elbows super wide. Keep your low back kissing the mat. Keep your abs pulled in tight. Give me 3 more. 3, 2, hold it out there, pulse it, pulse it, pulse it, pulse it, pulse it, pulse it, pulse it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees on in. Take a nice deep stretch for a second. And from here, curl your head on up. Reach your legs forward so you can keep them low. Take them up, back. Keep tension on the band. And in, bend, stretch, open as you come up, bend, stretch, open as you come up. As I come in, I'm kind of releasing the band. As I reach out and up, I'm releasing. Give me 4 more. Come up and open the band, release as you bend, reach, open, up, in and release, reach, open, up, in, release, reach, open. Now reverse it, take it down, open, in, release, up, open, down, in, release, up, open, down, in, release, up, open, down, in, release. Give me 4 more. Open, together, in, release, open, down, together. 2 more, open, down, together, and 1 more, open, up, and in. Awesome. Right from there, go ahead and let's slide, definitely slide the back of your ankles. And let's go ahead, you can take that in between your hands into a roll up to come up. And let's slide onto all 4s. And I'm going to put this other band, actually, I like it when I do these sometimes on my upper arm, and it really helps me kind of open my chest. And I'm here on all 4s, and I'm going to try to open that band and really find my neutral spine, and I'm going to draw my belly muscles in, and I'm going to reach up into that band and then release down just a little bit. So I'm not doing a full range of motion because I want to keep tension on that band. Right? Reach down, reach down, reach. Let's do 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, right? Keeping the neck long, keeping the abs in. Keeping the sides of the waist long. 3, 2. Now hold it up as high as you can. You're going to stretch out, curl in, stretch, curl, stretch, curl, stretch, curl. Everything stays long. Keep that leg up as high as you can. Let's do 4 more here. Breathing in and out. Now hold it out long. Hold it there. Small circles. Circle, 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 circle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. Circle, 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 circle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go ahead and bring that leg in. You can do a quick cat cow. And then we'll head over to the other side. So I'm going to go right into the other side. Long spine, abs in, press out, keeping the knee bent, and then bring it in a little bit. Just release a little tension, press out, and you can play with it if you need to. Press out, and right, and this might look a little different on you than it does on me. Neck stays super long, pressing out and in, out and in. Do 7 more. Right, keep the core engaged, keep the neck long. Last 3, 2, hold it. We'll extend that knee, bend it. Try to keep the leg up as high as you can, but remember, we want to keep that spine long. We don't want the back arching or over rounding. Reach it out, curl in. Really working with that hamstring, back of the thigh. 5 more. And 4, 3, almost there. Then we're going to keep that leg long, point the toes, circle, 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 circle for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then other direction, out around, out around, out around, out around, out around, out around. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to bring that leg in. Take a quick child's pose since we're here. And then flip around. Slide that band off of your hand, and I'm going to take 1 band. I'm going to use the heavier band for this. Hopefully I don't regret it. 1 band around 1 foot. And I'm gonna lay on my back. And I'm gonna have a flat back here. And I'm gonna take my free leg down and up a few times. And I have the same hand in the band. And then I'm gonna curl my head up and scoop that hand behind my feet. Now I can press down into the band, up, and really play. And I really feel the back of that leg. I want to go too fast here because I really want to keep that back flat. And then from there we can go into a circle. Circle, so I'm circling out, circle out, circle down and out, down and out, down and out. And now reverse, so out, in, up, out, in, up. Work on keeping that spine really flat. Right down. Oh, so sorry. Out, in, up, out, in, up, out, in, up. Last 4. In, up, 3, in, up, 2, in, up. 1 more. Awesome. You can take your neck down. And I'm going to go ahead and switch legs here. You can always leave your head down if it's starting to bother you, and just really focus on keeping that back flat. You'll still work your core, right? Just lowering that leg, lifting it. Same hand is holding the band. Take my opposite hand, and I'm going to take it behind the nape of my neck. And then I'm going to start to alternate the legs. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. Legs nice and long, really pressing into that band, working both the hamstring and the hip here. Keeping both sides of the waist long. And then we're going to go into those circles. So I'll circle down and around, in, down, around, in, down, around, in, down, around, in. 4 more, and then we'll change directions. 3, you can always make the circle smaller. 2, and then opposite direction. So out, in, up, out, in, up, out, in, up, out, in, up. Last 6, in, reach, 5, and take it out, take it in, take it up, take it out, take it in, take it up, out, in, up, out, in, up. Last 2, and last 1. Awesome. Bend your knees on in. Go ahead and come back out onto your tummy. And I'm going to put the band aside just for this. I'm just going to take my hands on top of, or my head on top of my hands. And I'm just going to stretch my legs and raise them and lower them a few times. I'm going to draw my belly muscles in. Right, see how that feels on your back. And then I'm going to take my hands under my shoulders and cobra up a few times. Now cobra up. We're going to do a mild version of the swan dive. Come down, lift your feet, lower, raise, lower, right, lift your feet, lower, lift your chest, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, and that is that for that. Let's just do a hip stretch to end since we have the band. Come into your kneeling lunge. You can also do this with something underneath your foot. Hook your foot with the band, and then you can get a nice hip stretch here. Big deep stretch. And release. And let's do the other side. Hook the foot with your band. Come on up, bring the heel in. And thank you so much for tuning in. It's day 24. There are really just a few days left and you are amazing. Thank you for being here. Make sure you head on over to the blog and make sure you tune in for the last live on Saturday. I can't wait to see you, and make sure you subscribe and tell me in the comment box what you want to see next or what you think of the challenge, which was your favorite workout, and I hope you liked the band moves today.